In this video, I'm going to be talking about traps to avoid when filing entrepreneurial H1Bs. Well, actually, there are no traps. The requirements for filing an H1B for an entrepreneur are essentially the same as a regular H1B. However, there are a few things that the USCIS may additionally scrutinize more than a regular case, okay? So first, make sure that the entrepreneurial role requires specialized knowledge. The USCIS doesn't want startups hiring H1B workers for vague, general roles. So you have to convince the officer that the role truly requires a bachelor's degree and requires specific areas of knowledge. Specifically, you should show that at least 51% of the job duties require specialty knowledge. Therefore, don't use job titles like CEO, president, general manager, etc. Instead, use titles that are used for professional jobs like software developer, researcher, and so forth. The second issue is, does your startup have enough work for this position? If the company is a startup, the USCIS may put additional scrutiny on whether the company will have an actual job for the H1B applicant to perform. So what can you submit to show this? A solid and plausible business plan. Explain how the company will have normal operations by the time the H1B starts. Signed contracts, letter of intent, customer agreements, proof that your company has ongoing or future work, funding or revenue evidence, a proof of VC investment, grants, actual sales, etc. One more thing. If you're filing an H1B for a startup, you might be wondering, what address do you have to use? Okay, let's break down some key terms. Primary office address. This is the company's main business location where operations are conducted. Sometimes when a company doesn't have a centralized place where people will work, for example, if the company hires all remote workers, then the primary office usually is where the records of the company are stored or where they primarily receive their mail. Work location. This is where the H1B worker will actually perform their job. It could be at the company's offices or it can be remote. Registered office. This is just the legal address used for incorporation and official corporate filings. A company's primary office and their work location are not officially recorded anywhere and has nothing to do with the company's registered office. Some people think that they must use the company's registered address in an H1B application, but actually USCIS doesn't even care about that. For example, Amazon, their registered office is in Wilmington, Delaware, but that is not where their actual corporate headquarters are located, or is that a location where one of their offices actually is. So we only care about the primary office location and the work location.